Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is having a great week. Hope you're still doing well in your schoolwork. Hoping you're helping your mom and dad out doing chores, and hope you're able to pray and read your Bible, all that good stuff. And hope you're also having a little bit of fun. Maybe outside playing a little ball, or going out for a hike, or maybe going fishing, things like that. Hope you're just enjoying life during this quarantine time. So I was thinking today and praying. I was reading the Bible, and one thing we talk about really strong is God's plan, your purpose. And as I was praying this weekend, God, what direction do you want me to go this week on our after school Take 5? And it was just, God has a plan. And I know this is different. I know we're not used to everything that's going on around us, but God has a plan. And I was thinking about this, God's preparing us right now. God is preparing you right now. And we might not exactly know what God is preparing us for. And I think of David. You may have heard of him. A lot of us have read the story or sat in Sunday school about David and how he became king and how David killed Goliath. And that's one of the most famous Bible stories. Is a young, most likely a teenage boy, goes up and faces this giant that's like 9 foot tall, and he kills him. And it was a great moment for Israel, a great moment in David's life. It was a great moment that David was able to glorify God. But David had to be prepared for that moment. And a lot of people, including his own father, thought he wasn't the one that should have these great moments. David tended the sheep. And David was kind of an afterthought. And some of you can relate to that. Some of you might feel like you're just an afterthought. And David wasn't just an afterthought. He went to bring his brothers who were fighting the battle, he went to bring them bread and cheese, right? He went there to feed them. And he saw that they were scared, and he's like, I'm not scared, I'm gonna go out there. Why are you letting this big tall giant scare you and disrespect you? And they got mad, and they basically told him, well, you're being disrespectful to us. And David didn't have it. Because David, his whole life, God had been preparing him for this moment. See, when David was a shepherd, he was out there watching his sheep. He found it was very important. His job of watching sheep, he took it to be very important. And this is a job that a lot of people wouldn't want to do. But David did it. And when a bear would come up, or when a lion would come up, he would find a way, and he would kill the bear. He would kill the lion. He would take care of his sheep. See, God put him out there in the pasture doing a job nobody else wanted to do, to prepare him to lead a whole nation one day. To prepare him to kill a giant that everyone was afraid of, that everyone was scared to battle. See, God prepared David in those moments when he's out there alone. He's out there in the wilderness. It's just him and the sheep. David was a musician. It was just him. I think it must have been a harp, but imagine maybe you and a guitar out there just playing and singing. And he had his sling in his hand. And when those bears, those lions come up, he protected his sheep. And then God was preparing David to protect the sheep of Israel, God, his people. And David was a great and mighty king, and David killed the big, huge giant that everyone else was afraid of. But it took being out in the wilderness, taking care of sheep, and kind of maybe a slow, boring job. Right now we might be in a slow, boring time. To let God prepare your heart. Ask God right now, what are you preparing me for, God? He might be preparing you right now. You might be creating better study habits. He might be creating your imagination might be running wild, and you're coming up with all these cool ideas that you can reach your friends, or these neat ideas that you're going to be able to, you might be a great inventor one day. God's preparing you right now for that. I love you guys. I miss you guys. And remember, God has a plan. God has a purpose for your life. And even though this is a time of maybe stillness, or a time of being away from everyone else, God's preparing you to do great things. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.